As the season inevitably comes to a close and the inevitable Goblin Slayer and Zombieland looming on the horizon like I'm a toilet in a public bathroom, I try to see something else, a change of pace, so to say, and for better or worse, this season had a lot of short anime come out, and it's been a long time since I've watched or rambled about these, which is why I have watched a gay guy molesting a magical dog for a couple of hours. Jingai-san no Yome is a 12-episode anime about a guy who got married to a... now that I think about it, Japanese invented this Jingai term specifically to refer to monsters interacting with humans in a friendly manner. And since there's a lot of these, we need our own term for this shit. I'll call them fairy genre. They're roughly like fairies, might as well. Anyway, so the guy gets married off to a fairy by the school and no one bats an eye about it, and then they move him to a house and they live their happy life of questionable sexual affiliation. And also these angel things are cute as fuck. I think it's the eye. It's one of those animes clearly made to be watched casually, otherwise the more you watch it, the more uncomfortable questions you're gonna ask about the ergonomics of this world, but I personally have enjoyed it for the mindless comedy that it is, which is why it's hard to say anything definitely negative about it. Unlike Gaikotsu Shotenin Honda-san, a 12-episode anime based on Honda's recollection of his working experience at a manga store, and I'm going to say this outright, this is the first anime in however long I've been doing this that gave me a genuine nauseating headache, so I had to stop watching it on episode 5. Congratulations, you've unintentionally managed to do what Aho Girl and Pop Team Epic were designed for. For what it's worth, the show is pretty much a recollection of Honda's work experience, exaggerated to a small degree but fairly realistic otherwise. It's comedic in a typical Japanese way of screaming comedy, and some of the things they've explained were interesting to hear about, albeit a bit predictable if you worked in a service sector. These sorts of professional experiences are always fun to read and see, so if you want to look on what's it like to work in a Japanese bookstore, I guess it's not the worst thing to kill your time with, but goddamn the graphics of this anime made my head hurt. I think it's a combination of everyone looking differently with a slightly acidic color scheme. Meh. And speaking of meh, Hashiri Tsutsukete Yokatate is a 4-episode anime about... Actually, what was it even about? There's this boy who once seen a bunch of voice actors recite their roles on a stage, and he goes to an actor's academy, and then he meets a girl, and then he doesn't get the role he wants, but which he deserves, and I'm bored already. Well, okay, bored is a bit of an understatement. I'm more politely uninterested, mostly because the anime itself is so inoffensively average that I struggle to say anything about it, not when Nodame Cantabile did everything it does better. Drama? Better. Depiction of personal struggles? Better. A positive message about never giving up on what you want to do? Not only better, but also less bungling while at it. And that's pretty much it. The show couldn't be bothered, neither should I.